Hi, I'm Érika Roldán and I'm a mathematician.
What is one exciting thing about being a mathematician?
There are so many exciting things. I think traveling is one of my favorite. Traveling all around the world, going to new places, meeting wonderful people inside and outside of academia, and also learning languages and practicing them. I love it. Yes, and of course, being able to follow your curiosity in very abstract questions, but also being able to use mathematics as a tool for modeling and understanding problems in other sciences or research areas, but also collaborating, for example, with artists. This is one of my favorite things to do, because then I get also to learn a lot of things that in academia you cannot learn, and with wonderful people as well. So yes, and also I guess is a very interesting challenge, like understanding more and more the power also of reaching out to the general public, something that I have been enjoying for more than 20 years since I started as an undergraduate or even before. But now, as I go through my path career, understanding more and more why keep being loyal to this part of myself of wanting to share mathematics and trying to make it more accessible to everyone, without asking for having a specific background or being part of a specific community, why this is so important and relevant to myself, right?
Did you have a role model that motivated you to become a mathematician or someone you look up to? And how has this influenced your path?
Yes, well, I think my first and very deep role model in my life has been Michael Jordan. And I was playing basketball like as crazy, I think, when I was between uh, 5 and 12 or 6 and 12 years old, 13, before trying to be a professional soccer player and actually playing at Chivas and kind of being a professional soccer player for some years. I wanted to play in the WNBA, right? Even if I'm kind of short. So I was very much like, I was reading books by Michael Jordan. I was very interested in the philosophy behind what kind of mindset one needs to do sports at a professional level, and I think that that allowed me to learn about perseverance, about being able to fail, so to say, but then to stand up and say, okay, let's try it again. Just discipline, and I guess, it gave me a set of tools that have been with me not only in sports, but throughout all my life, and now during my life in mathematics. So I think, So Michael Jordan.
What obstacles have you encountered along your journey in science that you believe are specific to lack of diversity, and how did you overcome them?
Well, I mean, I will say, and I want to emphasize some things that I've been learning about inclusiveness and diversity. So, my understanding is that diversity are the actual statistics about how many people you have that belong to certain certain I don't know, race, ethnicity, nationalities. So you can have statistics about that, and you can measure how diverse your community is. And that is clear that is a challenge for the whole academic community. But I think that what will impact and change the diversity is to have an inclusiveness culture, meaning, how do you create an ambience? How do you educate everyone in such a way that people that come and that actually make a change in this diversity want to stay and don't want to run away, right? And so I don't think it is enough to say everyone that comes and knocks on the door will be, if they have the right credentials, they will be welcome. It doesn't matter what background or where they're coming from. I think the point is to create the opportunities and to realize that people coming from different backgrounds, that the usual paths of going to the best universities or being born in a place that you will learn English as your second mother tongue, basically. So understanding all the aspects that do not allow people to come to the places and actually knock on the doors of great universities and for having great opportunities, I think that will allow us to have a more clear sense of how to create an inclusive environment and how to actually bring people to make diversity grow and being stably growing, let's say, not non-decreasing, at least. Yes.
Reflecting on the challenges in your career, is there any advice for aspiring or early mathematicians who are facing the same obstacles?
Oof. Okay. So I guess that depends on the intersectionality that people have. For example, I'm a non-binary, very, very queer Latin American. And I guess there are challenges about academia and there are challenges about the society in general. And I will say we need to provide ourselves or ask the institutions or the people that are around us to help us to get as much help to be able to navigate, for example, discrimination on the street or violence that could be verbal, could be actions. And I don't want to use the word microviolence because there is nothing that is micro there. But how to navigate a culture that has not been educated to be actually inclusive, because there are experts to actually educate people and do workshops, but I don't think we're doing yet a great job in actually bringing those tools and spread them through the academic environment. So I will say you will need a lot of tools. Reach out to other people that have been facing these problems for a longer period of time. And also, I will say, even if it's almost impossible, because it's very personal, it feels personal, try to do not take it personal. So, and yeah, sometimes you just need to ask again and ask again for people to give you the opportunities that you think you deserve and that you want to actually have. So I've been very lucky that most of my mentors and people that I have encountered in my career, sometimes not at the first time, but they have been giving me the opportunity to be in academia and to express my intellectual self and to do the projects that I want and to just develop the creativity and that I have, and I'm very grateful for that. But one has to be just very stubborn, persevere, and also be very kind to yourself. Like, try to look for the right tools, because understanding that it's not gonna be easy in so many levels allows us to be prepared, and to be prepared to face the kind of challenges that we will have is better than trying to ignore them because they can fire back. But overall I will say you will need to create community. you will need to try to have honest conversations and deep conversations with your mentors. Like, the mentors that you will have need to understand that you are facing all these systematic problems, all this discrimination, or that there are not a lot of role models there that have your background. And then if your mentors are willing to actually also like make steps towards understanding, that also helps. And I think I've been very lucky because all my mentors and advisors have been willing to do that, and I guess this is why I am here. Very happy to be here. Yes.
Thank you, Érika.
Thanks. Bye bye.